The I-70 killer, it almost sounds like the title of a movie, but the real killer was very deadly. Tonight, Lily Pesavento takes a new look at the fear created by the I-70 killer in the early 1990s. Lily?
Well, Nicole, it's been 27 years since the last slaying connected to the I-70 killer. But even today, the memories of those deaths remain with many in the valley, and the killer has never been brought to justice.
It appears that this series of homicides were just about finished, or they had stopped almost as quickly as they had started.
A season of senseless killings began in Indianapolis on April 8, 1992.
From Indianapolis, our killer goes to Wichita, from Wichita back to Terre Haute, from Terre Haute to St. Charles, Missouri, and then to Raytown, Missouri.
He became known as the I-70 killer, a nickname synonymous with the highway he apparently traveled on to carry out his brutal murders.
My investigation of Robin Fuldauer, who was 26 years old at the time, and she was working at a Payless shoe source.
Fuldauer was the first of 6 victims.
Once he got into that back area, he shot her and killed her.
The next stop for the killer was Wichita, Kansas, where on April 11th, he killed 2 women, Patricia Smith, 23, and Patricia Majors, 32, at a bridal shop. 2 eyewitnesses told authorities that he was a young white male, about 5'7", with a medium build and dark hair. After fleeing the scene, officials believe he traveled on I-70, and on April 27th, he was in Terre Haute, Indiana.
We'd gotten a call down on South 3rd Street to a ceramic store. I believe its name was Sylvia's Ceramics.
In the ceramic shop, police found the body of 40-year-old Michael Mick McCowan, the only male victim. He was shot in the back of the head and killed while stocking shelves at the shop. Police believe the killer mistakenly thought McCowan was a woman, but some who knew McCowan don't agree.
I don't think it's true, and neither do his friends or the rest of the family. I think he went in the ceramic shop because his name's Sylvia's, my mom's name, expecting a woman.
McCowan's sister, Teresa Lee, doesn't want him to be remembered as the mistaken victim in a string of unsolved murders.
He was a musician. I mean, that was his passion. He was so tall and good looking. Girls loved him, you know, from the band. I just miss him. He was a really decent person.
His murder was a shock to not only family and friends, but to police.
He wasn't a fighter or mean to anybody, you know. In fact, when it first happened, the police said, I don't know, they had called just tons of people, you know, immediately called everybody they could think of. They said, we can't even find anybody who doesn't like you.
With no leads on a local suspect, Terre Haute police began to connect the dots with the departments in Wichita and Indianapolis.
The most important thing was to reach out to the other police departments.
In the meantime, on May 4th, 24-year-old Nancy Kitzmiller falls victim to the I-70 killer in Boot Village in St. Charles, Missouri.
Kitzmiller, again, she's taken to the back room. She was working alone. Gets her to the back room, shoots her.
The final senseless killing took place 3 days later on May 7th. In Raytown, Missouri, 37-year-old Sarah Blessing was shot while working alone at the Shop of Many Colors. All 6 of the killings were similar, and no cash, if any, was ever missing from each shop.
If robbery is your primary motive for doing this, you would not have to kill, number one, and none of these businesses would be lucrative as far as having a lot of cash on hand.
One crucial piece of evidence linked to the 6 murders together: shell casings from .22 caliber copper-clad lead bullets. The investigation is ongoing, but it's been 27 years with no new leads.
We always kept an officer working this case and supported the investigation overall.
New detectives take on the cases every few years, and even though it's cold, the case is still open.
We want people to know it's not solved, and it's still possible that somebody, even if our killer is dead or incarcerated somewhere, somebody may have a bit of information that can help us.
Hundreds of thousands of hours have been spent on these cases by law enforcement. If anyone has any information pertaining to these cold cases, call the Terre Haute Police Department.